This time the Super Bowl live stream pregame. It's got me a little wine right now for starters. A little wine right now for starters. Hope you all are enjoying the rest of your day. I know I am. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Share this live stream. Share the channel. Thank you to everybody that's been supporting. We rocking out. Had a chance to get some hoops in today. I feel good. I wasn't active really this week, so I had to make sure I got out there and got on the court. But it definitely felt good to get out there on that court, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. It felt really, really good to get out there on that court. Shouts out to Halima. You say you're not watching this year, or you're just chilling, but I don't blame you. I mean, my team not in it either, but I just want to see a good game. That's why I did the poll. Make sure you all vote on the poll too. The poll is active right now. Who you got? Chiefs, Eagles, or you just want to see a good game? Me, I'm just a person that just want to see a good game. I want to see what Kendrick do for the halftime show. I know it's going to be phenomenal. A lot of people going to be watching. Yeah, it's definitely going to be crazy. We've seen all the past Super Bowl performances, so this one right here is going to probably be right up there with all the monumental moments that we've seen in Super Bowl halftime shows. You know, Kendrick Lamar had a crazy year in 2024 with, the back and forth he had with Drake. And now he's on a platform like the Super Bowl performing his songs. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be real crazy. I ain't going to lie. It's going to be one of those. It's going to be real crazy. Well, who y'all got? Thank you again to everybody that's been supporting the content, man. Definitely supporting the content. We still on the road to 400 subscribers. Like I told y'all, we was turning up this weekend, back-to-back lives. I made sure I did back-to-back lives on Friday, back-to-back lives on Saturday. Of course, we got to do a live stream on Sunday. Before I forget, if you're watching this live stream, to join the panel for this particular vertical live stream, the link is on my community wall. Link is on the community wall. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's just been supporting this journey, man. This journey's just been everything. The journey's been everything. Cold Pinot Grigio. The Pinot Grigio is cold. If you're just joining this live stream, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. We on the road to 400 subscribers. I do have content on the way, vertical live streams like this, where we just have general talk. I got the horizontal live streams where it's more of an in-depth show. So it's just all types of formats of content on this channel. So if you're new to the channel, thank you for watching. Hit the like button. Daniel, what's going on? If you're watching right now, definitely hit the like button. Make sure you vote. The poll is in the chat. Who you got winning? Chiefs, Eagles, or you just want to see a good game? Vote now. And if you're just joining the live stream again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And after you finish doing that, type in the chat right now on this broadcast. We chilling right now. It's a pregame. I got some cold wine. We chilling. I'm still up here. I just finished making my ground turkey queso dip, so that's gonna be fire. You know how it go when you cook and you start eating your own food, and now I done got a little full because I pretty much was supposed to just try it out, but I ended up, eating a little small bowl, so tough. Appreciate that, Daniel. Yeah. If you're joining the live stream, hit the like button. This is OSD Live Reloaded. Subscribe to the channel. Check out some of the content. Feel free to share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Whenever I do a live broadcast, feel free to join the live broadcast and type your comments in there as well. I know it's people that enjoy like the vertical live stream aspect where you have, you can just flip through different live streams, kind of like TikTok. And then you got people that enjoy the horizontal content where it's an actual show. So I try to expand the content by doing different types of material. And it's been a while since I actually did a vertical live stream. So I wanted to make sure that I did this live stream vertical. Well, I wanted to do this vertical live stream, just to tap in with y'all. It's more personalized. But who you got? Everybody vote. Who you got? Who you got? Who you got? You got Patrick Mahomes. You got Jalen Hurts. You got Saquon Barkley. It's going to be a very entertaining game. A lot of big names that's been moving around in the NFL organization that everybody talk about, and two powerhouses meeting on that field tonight. Hopefully, it can be a great game. A lot of things at stake when it comes to the Super Bowl. We're gonna get the commercials. What kind of commercials y'all think? I know for a fact it's gonna be some Doritos commercials. I know it's gonna be some car insurance commercials. It's gonna be all types of commercials. This is the time where we're gonna see those commercials, popping up out of nowhere. Oh yeah, appreciate you subscribing, Daniel, for sure. Yeah, it's gonna be this where we're gonna get all our commercials. So right now I'm just like I'm getting all my prepping done. I already kind of started prepping, but I'm just putting the final touches on my prepping, for the game because the game is about to start up in a few. So I want to make sure I got everything. I got my cold beverages. I got my snacks. We chilling. Oh, you said halftime you'll be watching Kendrick. Yeah. Kendrick gonna snap. I already know Kendrick gonna snap at halftime. One thing I know, Kendrick is gonna snap at halftime. He definitely gonna snap at halftime. He been snapping all 2024. The Not Like Us record, man, that record took off. I don't think people. I'm pretty sure it was artists that's in the industry didn't think that record was going to do what it was going to do, but just the impact just of that this song is crazy. I'm definitely putting it up there with Ice Cube's No Vaseline and Nas Ether. People put Drake's song he did about Meek Mill back to back up there. That was a pretty good song, but Not Like Us is just different. It's just different, man. Not Like Us is different. It's one of those songs that you hear it, be like, what? And the beat is crazy. It's a catchy beat. DJ Mustard, DJ Mustard just be having those Cali swing beats, with the crazy drums, and you got a recipe for a great song. And it got the West Coast feel, DJ Mustard, Kendrick. Man, it was just a great song. I don't think Drake was expecting Kendrick to have that kind of impact when he decided to write songs about him and stuff. Because in a way, it seemed like he underestimated him. And Drake, to me, he hasn't been the same since that. Of course, he's still putting out songs and stuff like that, but that whole Drake effect, it seemed like it's got a little bit drowned out a little bit. Not saying that he can't make songs and do his thing, but Kendrick really affected Drake, career with that. And people gonna always associate Drake's when they talk about Drake's career, they're gonna talk about Kendrick and what Kendrick did. They're gonna talk about that. Michael Ben in the building. What's good, Mike? Yeah, so yeah, the Ice Cube is raw. Ice Cube is raw. One thing about Ice Cube, he raw. No Vaseline is just Ice Cube took it to a whole nother level. Ahead of his time. Definitely one of the greatest diss songs. People say Tupac Hit 'Em Up was pretty good. You got The Bridge Is Over. What was that by KRS-One? It's a lot of great diss songs in the hip hop history. that we can name, but I'm definitely going to place Not Like Us up there just because of the impact in the age that we living in too, and how music has evolved, man. So I already know this Kendrick performance is going to be phenomenal at the Super Bowl. I already know because his show that he did with Amazon, that was crazy. You know how he showed love to everybody. Mama said, "Knock you out." What was that? Jack the Ripper, LL Cool J, man. LL Cool J. And it was kind of like the same situation. Like Cannabis, we know Cannabis is a rapper. Like he had bars. And I think he underestimated LL Cool J. He didn't think LL Cool J was going, yeah, LL Cool J ain't playing no games. LL Cool J was about his business. LL Cool J was about his business for sure. Shout out to Charles Adderley in the building. What's good, G? Appreciate you catching the live stream. Appreciate everybody catching the live stream. Shouts out to the chat. Again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. More content on the way. We still early in 2025, y'all. We still early. I mean, yeah, it's already February, but we still early. We still got a lot of work to do. Definitely still got a lot of work to do. Make sure y'all vote on the poll. The poll right now is up. Who you got? Eagles, Chiefs, or you just want to see a good game? Definitely had to tap in with y'all. Had to tap in with y'all and see what y'all had going on this good Super Bowl Sunday. Had to make sure I tapped in. I've already started. You know, some cold Pinot Grigio. We chilling. Right now, I'm watching watching the Bob Ross channel. So when I be doing live streams with y'all, I be having the Bob Ross channel playing in the background because sometimes I just be watching Bob Ross be painting pictures. It, it's just crazy, you know how ahead of his time he was too, Bob Ross, and just the detailing of his paintings and stuff. Like right now, I'm just sitting here watching it. I'm like, man, how was he able to? I was able to do that. So yeah, the Bob Ross channel is on right now, but of course I'm gonna get to the game. But I'm just kind of cooling right now. I wanted to go live and tap in with y'all. Oh man, 83, where you at? Nice. Nice. I know it's a gorgeous day. Know it's a gorgeous day. That tropical weather, man. That tropical weather, man, is great every time. Blaze in the building. What's up, bro? Man, Blaze, look, I feel you, bro. I feel you on that, man. Listen, I just want to see a good game. It's on right now. It's one of them games that's on. I'm gonna watch. Like I said, I want to see the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl performance. The commercials. I want to see what funny commercials is coming on. Yeah, I'm just enjoying just the events. I'm enjoying the festivities. That's what I'll say. I'm enjoying the festivities. Yeah, I didn't really watch any football games this year either, really. Of course, you still got people that you be around that be like, yo, you know, so and so, and my team, so and so, my team, so and so. I couldn't tell y'all the last time I had a debate with somebody behind some football or basketball, really sports. I don't really be talking sports and politics when I'm out and about like that. Because I understand some people are more passionate about that. And sometimes their passion can override their emotion. And then they only want to hear what they want to hear. And then it becomes a whole thing. So, I let people have their opinions and it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's entertainment. That's mission accomplished. It's entertainment. And I could tell people like they'll throw out some because you'll tell somebody your football team, right? And then they'll be like, I'm sorry. Well, y'all haven't did this since. I'm like, yeah, that's true. But we're in our rebuilding stage and it is what it is. I kind of diffuse the whole thing. I'm not about to sit up there. Well, we won the Super Bowl XYZ, and we beat y'all. We beat y'all. I'm saying y'all all this stuff, and I don't have no shares in the team. I don't got no shares in the team, so I just watch it for entertainment. Oh yeah, man, that Kendrick performance gonna be crazy, bro. West Coast, man, West Coast, man. Shout out to Cali, man. It's man, Cali. When they say Cali love is real. I done really met some great people in California. Like really, really great people in California. It's like a whole nother world over there. The weather's beautiful, the food is good. I remember when I first got over there to Cali, and they was just speaking so highly about like the taco shops over there. And me, I love Mexican. I love Mexican food. And when I saw like they had all these taco shops over there, man, I was over there pigging out. You got the carne asada burritos, the chicken chimichangas. Um, I'm trying to think what else I was eating over there. Of course, I was eating the street tacos. Man, the list just goes on. We have finally got a Del Taco over here, but I was eating the Del Taco in Cali. I think that Del Tacos was 24 hours. The Del Taco over there is just amazing. And what makes Del Taco so amazing is that they put fries with everything. So you can get tacos or whatever it is that you order, and with your combo, you're going to get crinkle cut French fries. Yes, I know the specifics of French fries because I am a French fry connoisseur. I love French fries. I love French fries. I don't remember the restaurant that I went to in Baltimore a few years back, but on their menu, they got a bucket of French fries. And I asked the waitress that was, helping us at the time. I was like, when y'all say bucket, I mean basket. I'm sorry, I said bucket, I mean basket. So I asked her, I said, when you say basket of fries, is it just like, just a little small little, the baskets, remember the old school plastic baskets, the red plastic baskets, you can just put the the food paper in and you just get a little bit of fries and it's just a basket of fries. No, she was like, no, it's actually a basket. Man, so I said, let me get the basket of fries. So when my order came up, it really was a basket of fries. What they did was they had the food paper inside of an actual, so the frying basket, the actual frying basket, you put the fries in and then you put it in the grease. If you work fast food before in your lifetime, you know what I'm speaking about. They bring that out to you with the food paper in it, and it's really just a big basket of fries. I said, pass the ketchup, please. And mustard. Yes, I eat my French fries with ketchup and mustard. It's good. Like that's the best way to eat your fries with ketchup and mustard, man. Oh, I feel you on that, Blaze. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's entertainment. At the end of the day, it's entertainment. It's what's happening. It's what's going on. It's the festivities. Today is Super Bowl Sunday, so it's definitely gonna do what it's gonna do. Yeah, man. The French fries with ketchup and mustard. Yeah, that mustard. See, mustard is a good cut. Like it gives a good cut to everything. Mustard it gives balance. I look at mustard as like that balance and uh, that balance as far as like sandwiches and stuff like that. We know ketchup is good, but mustard is just it's perfect. It's perfect. Mustard's right there. Yeah, man, life be life, and I get it, bro. Life be definitely life, and one thing about life is no life, and sometimes you gotta roll with the punches. So I feel you on that, Blaze. Man, listen, my watch list on Hulu and Netflix, Paramount. I got a nice little list too. I've been going back and watching some of them. I've actually been on Peacock this month because they got the Black History collection, so they're playing all the classic black films. That like the Temptations, the Five Heartbeats. I just watched the Jimi Hendrix story with Andre 3000. Mind blowing. When I say mind blowing, Jimi Hendrix's story is mind blowing. And it's mind blowing too to think that the things that Jimi Hendrix was going through in London, because remember, he went over to London when he was starting his career. And around that time was when Martin Luther King was getting shot in Alabama. It just lets you know just the difference of life in different parts of the world. Like Jimi Hendrix was in London, fooling around with white women and having, his white women problems and stuff like that. Even had altercation while deep down in the South, Alabama, and all these places where slavery and well segregation was very heavy. Black people couldn't look at white folks or couldn't say anything without some type of altercation. And it was just a different, and it was just mind-blowing to me. Like Jimmy didn't, he knew nothing about that. Just like I'm sure like the civil rights activists at that time knew nothing about what would be going on in London. It was just the difference of times, and it's mind blowing, man. And Jimi Hendrix's story was just, it was mind blowing. Would have never thought, would have never knew. Yeah, you definitely gotta try it, Charles, man. Ketchup and mustard. And I do it sometime where of course you pour the ketchup and I pour the mustard into the ketchup, mix it up, and boom. Ketchup is far superior than mustard. No, don't get me wrong. I love ketchup. I love ketchup. But mustard gives that balance. It's like the peanut butter and jelly situation. Like if you got like of course you can have a peanut butter sandwich, but we know that the jelly is just the accent. And that's what mustard does for ketchup. Like ketchup is always supreme. I definitely feel you on that. But mustard just brings balance. And it's been times, when I work places and I got a sandwich and I forget to get different types of condiments. And well, I don't have really too many condiments around me. And I might just have a pack of mustard and I just got a pack of mustard for my sandwich. I make it do what it do. Mustard is definitely good for like deli sandwiches. Like the turkey sandwiches from the deli, like the turkey breast sandwiches. I love the deli sandwiches. Mustard go perfect with those. You don't want to put ketchup on those anyway. That's the one thing ketchup to me, my opinion. If you put ketchup on your deli sandwich, no knock to you, but I'm just saying for me, I mustard. Mustard is superior when it comes to deli sandwiches. Say you love mustard, mustard, ketchup, hot sauce. Yeah, mustard, ketchup, hot sauce. Once upon a time, I never ate hot sauce. I never would eat hot sauce. Eating hot sauce, I'd be like, yo, nah, I can't, nah. But now, I've been graduated to hotter than hot sauce. I'm talking about Texas Pete, of course. And I've had other hot sauces. But yeah, spicy foods, love it. And again, if you're watching a live stream right now, to join this particular live I'm on, this vertical live stream, the link is on my community wall on my channel. So click on my channel, go to where it says posts, and you will see the link to be able to join this show right here. No, I don't really care too much for mayonnaise either. I don't care too much for mayonnaise. And I think what makes me not care so much for mayonnaise is because when you go to like order a sandwich, for some reason, I don't know, and I don't know if I've ever said this to y'all, like, or had a food conversation, but for some reason, when you go to order a sandwich, the person that's making your food thinks that you want a tub of mayonnaise. It's like almost like they take the butter knife, scrape as much mayonnaise they can get on that butter knife, and plop it right down your sandwich and try to spread it out. That's why I don't like mayonnaise. So if I do get a sandwich, I try to get a balance. So they ask like, okay, what you want on your sandwich? I'd be like, give me a light spread of mayo. That means just a smidgen. That means just take just a little corner of mayo. I'm good. Ketchup and mustard, that's cool. Ketchup, mustard, pickles, tomatoes, lettuce, sometimes onions. It all depends because you get onions on your sandwich, then you pretty much you're gonna be reeking of onions. So I try not to do the onions sometimes, but of course you gotta have that crunch. So I do the onions. The gives the sandwich the crunch, the onions, the tomatoes, of course ketchup, mustard, light spread of mayo. I add cheese, but when it comes to like mayonnaise, yeah, light spread. When I say light, faint, very faint. Man, Fruitville Station is a phenomenal movie. One of Michael B. Jordan's best pictures. I haven't seen Kicks or Rod Peace till till Monsters and Men, till Monsters and Men, The Photograph and Don't Let Go. Okay. Yeah, so I don't think I've seen the rest of them, but I did see Fruitville Station. Man, that Fruitville Station, man, that kind of movie pulls at your heartstrings, man. That movie pulls at your heartstrings. And it has you thinking. It really does, man. That was a really sad movie. Very, very sad movie. Yeah, that Fruitville Station was a real sad movie. Yes, sir, Charles. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. With each live stream, which each live stream broadcast on these social media platforms, and each social media platform is important. You can't have one without the other. They all tie into each other. They all do different things. Of course, YouTube is a platform of information, whether you receive it in short form content or long form content. Each it serves its purpose for information. Then you have TikTok. Well, you can get information. Don't get me wrong. TikTok is very informative, and so much so that it only takes a few seconds to get the information too. So that's why I think TikTok is effective. That if you can put the information that you want to put out there in a short period of time, TikTok is the best platform because it's great for people that have a short attention span that's not going to actually watch a whole long form video as far as like podcasts. Like with me, like I told y'all, I enjoy the podcast setting where people are just sitting and speaking for maybe an hour or two. It depends on like the topic and of course the panelist or what's going on at the time. But I also understand too is people that don't want to sit there and watch that for those amount of hours, and I get that too. So with those particular people, you want to have short form videos where it's just probably a couple of minutes. Even people that don't even want to sit and watch a 5 minute video. So with shorts, reels, TikToks, they're effective. So if you're able to just capture certain moments from the long form content that may intrigue somebody that's used to the short form content, then objective completed too. So I want to execute more of that. Grabbing some highlights from some of the shows and putting it into like a short form format, like a TikTok, like a reel, like a short, like a YouTube short. Because those types of content are very prevalent, especially the today's we living in. The world is moving so fast, like it is. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Riaz, what's up, G? No, listen, Blaze, bro. Like when I seen it, bro, I was like, oh man, man, yeah, that really pulls at your heartstrings, man. That's a tough watch. Not a tough watch, but it's just a very, very, very. It's like I said, it's one of the movies that pull at your heartstrings, man. Man, it's man, there's so much that happens in that movie. It reminds me of, well, not reminds me, but being that this is Black History Month, and I've been just looking up different stories of different activists or people of color in different times. I've just been doing it every now and again. Like I looked up the Martin Luther King story, the whole Lorraine hotel thing, that which is still crazy to me. The kind of technology that they had to manufacture a gun that can shoot Martin Luther King Jr. at that distance, at that time period that they was living in. It's still a mystery. People have their conspiracies and they have their theories about what happened. But when I was watching a little bit of Judge Joe Brown's interviews when he was speaking about Martin Luther King's death, I was just like, man, this is crazy, man. And also, finding out too with the whole Emmett Till, and I heard a little bit about his story that we know what happened to Emmett Till, and how he got beat to death. He was unrecognizable and stuff like that. He wasn't even from the South. See, I always thought the story went he was from the South. He whistled at a white woman, and he ended up getting beat, unrecognizable. But he was actually there visiting. He was a city guy from Chicago that was just visiting. So that whole story in itself is just even more crazy. Like Emmett Till wasn't even from there. What was it, Mississippi? He wasn't even from there. Emmett Till wasn't even from there. He was there visiting family. And see, in his mind, because he's from the city, and how it's so diverse between the different cultures that he thought it was like that in the South. And his mother told him that it was going to be different and to always be aware of your surroundings and it's where you at. You be aware of where you at. So and unfortunately with his untimely demise, that was the result of that. Even so, with the white woman, he would just pretty much compliment her, telling her she looked like I think a model or like a celebrity or something like that. And it was like, hey girl, you look good, you got it going on. And then in the middle of the street, ooh yeah, girl, you got it going on, you got it going on, you look good, stuff like that. And she's taken aback because, again, the times we was living in, well, the times that was happening at that particular place, black people didn't speak to white people in that manner. It was segregation was heavy. So she took that, ran with it, fabricated a bunch of lies to her husband, and her husband rounded up the troops, and they went over there to the house, dragged them out, and you know the rest, man. So it's man, the things that you just find out about history when you just read up on it in more in depth. See, they tell us like stories, but when you go and look at the a more of a deeper look at it, you just be like, man, always gotta look at its history. And history always repeats itself. And now us being in this digital age and seeing how things is transpiring now, it's like I say, y'all. Slavery was what 400 something years ago. That's still fairly new. It's not 1,000 years old or anything. 400 years is wasn't that long ago. 400 years was not that long. And that's what I wanted to say too. Um, so when you see somebody like Jimi Hendrix, and then you got Martin Luther King Jr., and they're both these public figures at the time. You got Jimi Hendrix in London, you got Martin Luther King in the U.S. Two different lifestyles, two different paths, and that's what I think about when I look at stories like with Emmett Till. Emmett Till was young. He was from Chicago, and it was a different world in Chicago. Then when he goes to visit his family in what was in Mississippi, or I'll just say in the South, it was just a different atmosphere. Mm, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna check out that movie, Blaze, Raw Peace. Oh, Malcolm X. Yeah, once you find, you're right though, Charles. Once you find out the story behind the story, you will definitely be amazed. Again, I wasn't even aware of Jimi Hendrix's story. Because when we see Jimi Hendrix, they use him as just for marketing, branding. He's on like in front of cool T-shirts. We know Jimi Hendrix was an iconic guitarist. We know that about Jimi Hendrix, but we don't know the man behind the music. So for me to sit down and watch of course, his story unfold, I was mind blown. I'm not even gonna lie. Andre 3000 did a good job of capturing the essence of Jimi Hendrix. At first it was kind of I was laughing because I'm like, yo, Andre is funny. Jimi Hendrix wasn't like that. But then I was intrigued to pull up old Jimi Hendrix interviews, and he actually did speak that way. He had synesthesia as well. Pharrell Williams talked about synesthesia a lot of times. He even talked about synesthesia in his movie Piece by Piece. But I also remember Pharrell talking about synesthesia in his album, his NERD album called Seeing Sounds, which that is what synesthesia means. Synesthesia means seeing sounds. When you playing music, you hear it, of course, but with synesthesia, you see it, like the musical notes. You see the vibrations of the music giving off different types of colors. And as you're playing, you don't really notice what you're playing. You just playing it off of just the colors that you see. And it's just really the ability to see sounds. That's what synesthesia is. And Pharrell talked a lot about that in that album. Of course, naming it Seeing Sounds. And then when I watched Piece by Piece, which by the way, to me is such a phenomenal movie. Pharrell's story is amazing too. And I'm being from Virginia, and us having our legends that we have. I know the legends from here have stories because of just a place like Virginia, and for to see them overcome, the obstacles and still amount to being, who they amounted to be is just phenomenal in itself. And Piece by Piece is just one of those movies that, man, it's deep. And I thought it was just very, very genius of Pharrell to use the Lego concept and make it a documentary. Of course, he had people who had to come in and tell their story, but just the Lego aspect of it was genius to me. But piece by piece is I'm actually going to get that movie. I want to get it on either Blu-ray or something. I want to get a physical copy of Piece by Piece. Pharrell has been somebody that I look to as like Pharrell is definitely also a hip hop icon, philanthropist, just just a representation of just the VA music scene. And he's definitely one of the goats from here. Along with like Missy, Timberland, Magoo. We got who else we have out here? Chris Brown, Trey Songz. Of course, we can't forget about Chad Hugo. We can't forget about Shay, um, Teddy Riley. Regardless what people say about Teddy Riley, uh, it's a lot of inspiration here. You know, as far as the music culture, of course, the state and what the state was predicated on, it didn't affect the music culture because we know when you think of Virginia, we think of just one thing, of course. Pick and choose TV. What's up, G? Yeah, Malcolm X too. Malcolm X is an amazing story. Denzel captured the essence of Malcolm X. Telling his story. Malcolm X, one of my favorite public figures in history. When you talk about Black history, that was always one person that I was like, yo, yeah, Malcolm X was just the epitome of standing on business. He definitely was the epitome of standing on business, and that's what I respect about Malcolm X. Him and Martin Luther King, and to see them in pictures together and supporting each other's cause, that was great moments in history that we all can see. It was good to see, the public figures in their time of them knowing their greatness, partake in each other's causes and support that is dope, man. But yeah, just the inspiration. That's really why I like the Killmonger character so much. The Killmonger character was based off of Malcolm X. When I read up on the character, I did the live stream about Killmonger, and that was one of the things I did find out that they pretty much was trying to model the Killmonger character from Malcolm X and the Black Panther character from Martin Luther King Jr. And I thought that was genius too. But when you look at these, these public figure stories and stuff, man, it's definitely inspirational. You just really gotta. And one thing I noticed about their stories is they had to something had to happen in life to wake them up to realize that in order for something to happen, you gotta want that change for yourself. You really gotta want that change for yourself, and that's just a beautiful thing, man. To see people overcome obstacles and be the best version of themselves, to help other people be the best version of themselves. So yeah, man, I've been watching a lot of biographies, a lot of documentaries. I love watching ESPN documentaries, the 30 for 30s, all that stuff. We see a lot of the entertainment in front of our faces, but we don't know the people that's behind the entertainment. When the curtains close, who are those individuals? Because they can be whoever they want to be in front of cameras and stuff and show us, but those people are their own individuals too. They have their own mindset. They're just playing their part in doing what they're supposed to do for their job, but they're definitely their own individual. No, and Riaz, he can be an inspiration. I get it. I get it. Listen, that's why I say he's a public figure. If you supported his way of thinking, his methods, what he stood for, definitely. He was an icon. Malcolm X was an icon. Very, very, very intelligent. Stood on business and mean what he said, say what he mean. That one of my favorite icons. You know, he was monumental in Black history. A lot of people respected Malcolm X for what he did. He definitely changed the world too. All the prolific figures that we've had in history changed history. You know, all of them changed history so much so that their impact had had to stop their impact, because if they would have kept letting these people flourish, then the awakening of minds would have been happening, and that's not what society wants to happen. Because once you start awakening people, or have people having their awakening moments, then you're going to get a lot of pushback on the agenda that you might be trying to push out, but it's not going to go far if people are actually thinking for themselves instead of having people think for them. And that's why I see with like the digital age and like social media and all these different electronics and things that's around us, they try to suppress your mind and keep you from having your own thoughts, because they push the whole, if everybody's thinking this way, then that's the way you should go. Because if you veer off, everybody's going to look at you like, what do you mean? We're all thinking the same thing. What's wrong with you? They make it seem like it's something wrong with you when you have your own mind, and that's not the case. You're supposed to have your own mind because we all have free will. Yes, you definitely have to stand on principles. You got to. You definitely have to stand on principles. You got to stand for something. Again, as cliche as it sounds, if you don't stand for nothing, you fall for anything. You got to. And I think that's where most people lose their way, when they forget who they are as a person, or don't even know. Because I know it's people that might know who they are, but so much, it being not them not having a foundation can basically lead them down that road of compromising themselves, because they feel like that's the only way for them to get where they need to be. And for me, I look at it as you should never have to compromise who you are as a person to receive any type of blessing that's supposed to be for you. Because whatever God has for you is for you. Everybody's blessings are different. Which you might see somebody get blessed with, or, things that happen for them in their life. That's all cool. It was their time, and that was for them. You can't measure somebody else's success by yours. Everybody's measures of success is different. You have to find your niche. You have to know who you are as a person. That really be the whole premise of why, I do the content that I do. I don't do the content because it be people speaking on topics, and then here I come speaking on because everybody else speaking on it. No, I do the content that I do because that's what I want to speak to. I'm going to give my original thought. And I want to hear the people that's hearing me give my original thought, give their thoughts and opinions. That's what drives the content. That formula alone in itself is going to make the channel grow even more, because people I'm just trying to have people get to a space where they feel comfortable sharing their thoughts, because it's a lot of times people don't have that kind of room to do that, because you have people that said like you're not allowed to say what you want to say, or you shouldn't be saying that, or anything like that. And of course you got guidelines, like it'd be within YouTube guidelines and stuff like that, but for the most part, as far as expressing your thoughts and opinions, that's something that I encourage everybody to do. You just got to be mindful of how you convey it, of course, and have the ability to read the room. But for the most part, thoughts and opinions is what drive the content to me. That's why you see, the different types of individuals that you've seen hit my panel and share their thoughts. It's all different types of people, even people that you wouldn't think would be on the panel with each other. they're able to have a conversation and enjoy the conversation because it's people that's able to get their thoughts and opinions out without having to have some kind of to feel ridiculed about it. Now, some things you agree with, some things you're going to disagree with. That's what comes with human nature. I'm perfectly fine with that. But the difference is the respect. Respect is always the underlying difference. That's respect is always the baseline, I should say. People are going to have their thoughts and opinions. It's fine. Respect is always key. And if you respect, somebody's mind as far as what they're saying, that's cool. And if you want to, speak to what they're saying to as far as giving pushback, that's cool too. But it's all in a matter of how you do it. I know there's going to be people that I don't disagree that's going to disagree with what I'm saying. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. The difference is respect. Because see, being that you disagree with what I'm saying, now speak to what it is that I'm saying and give me your thoughts and opinions about it as to why you disagree. That's all I'm saying. Yes, sir, young Riaz. Yes, sir. It's just growth, man. Different perspectives. That's what keeps you growing as a content creator. And all content creators should always be open to hearing different perspectives. Because if you want to stay stuck in your ways, that's what's going to keep you stagnant. And I'm not saying you should just be subjecting yourself to all different types of thoughts and opinions, even ones whereas people going out their way to disrespect you or say things to you. No, I'm not saying that. Of course, take what you can use and get rid of the fat. The whatever you consider, and what I mean by fat, meaning the things that you can't use, let it fall by the wayside. Let it just fall by the wayside. And the things that you can help, I mean, the things you can use, apply. Just apply. People that support you and people that see your climb, they'll let you know what they see in your content, and they will give you their honest opinions about it. And I just say just have an open mind, listen to understand instead of listening to respond. We all are human, I get that, but this world we live in is just it's just a lot of opinions and thoughts everywhere. Take what you can use and everything and what you can't use, let it be what it's going to be. Just saying. I think that's what drives the content. Yes, sir, Young Riaz, you enjoy your Sunday as well. You enjoy your Sunday as well, man. Sure. But I truly appreciate everybody that pulled up to this vertical live stream. We still pre-gaming for the Super Bowl. Shouts out to everybody that voted on the poll. Who'd you have, Chiefs, Eagles, or you just want a good game? Like I said before, I just want to see a good game. Hopefully, I ain't gonna say hopefully. I know the Kendrick Lamar performance is going to be phenomenal. Looking forward to it. And shouts out to you all that typed your chat messages in this live broadcast, sharing your thoughts and opinions. It's greatly appreciated. Always feel free to share your thoughts and opinions whenever I'm live. And when I drop the link for the section of the live stream for anybody that want to come up and share their thoughts, please feel free to hit the link as well and share your thoughts and opinions. Put a voice with your words as well. Just want to make sure people can get a chance to share their thoughts, man. An opinionated platform like YouTube. You got to do just that. So thank you to everybody that's been supporting. Shouts out to all the current subscribers. Shouts out to the new subscribers too. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. I truly appreciate that. And welcome. And feel free to join the live streams. Feel free to write a comment underneath the uploads. This is OSD Live Reloaded. Protect your peace, protect your energy. Always strive to make a good decision. Love yourself first. How can you love someone else without loving yourself first? Continue to have an amazing Sunday. Hope you enjoyed the football game between the Eagles and the Chiefs. Hope you enjoyed the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl performance. It's going to be an all-around good Sunday of just chilling and relaxation all together. And thank you again for watching this live stream. For anybody for playback game, you know what to do. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Sending nothing but positive vibrations your way for your day. OSD Live. Gone.